Hi, my name is Lien. I am the administrator of this particular group. Today is the 18th of December 2020. We are entering Christmas and soon is the New Year. I've been wondering how to be more active in this particular group and have been asking my guides to help me. And my guides said, read this book here. That's right. Yeah. And the book is called Heart-Centered Living by Pamela Creeper, and its message is inspired by Christ consciousness. And today, to start, I again asked for guidance as to which chapter to read, and I was told, at least the impulse I received was chapter 10, the highest that you can give. And I thought it was so appropriate in the light of what is going on in the world today with this COVID-19 and with Christmas coming. I thought it was so appropriate to start with this particular chapter. And I said to you earlier, I did not think it was necessary to invent the wheel. I've been reading this book several times actually. And before I went to Egypt to a retreat with Pamela, I also read this book. I was there in April 2018. So let me start and let me access the book. So just give me a second. Good. Here I am back. Let me move it up here. Good. And as you can see, it says, chapter 10, the highest you can give. I am Jeshua. I have been the representative on earth of a new kind of energy, which is the Christ consciousness, which is the Christ energy. This is a kind of energy or consciousness that acknowledges the oneness of everything and everyone. It is the energy of connection which brings one back to earth. My goal was and is to recover the sense of belonging among all creatures that live on earth, the key of which is the heart. The heart connects. The heart is a place to where you can come home. Feeling at home has to do with being connected to your deepest self. Your deepest self is always connected to the whole. What the whole is cannot be described in words. You can come up with words such as universe or cosmos, but the whole is neither a thing nor an entity. The whole is the unspeakable source of being, an infinite realm of possibilities. Sorry, it says probabilities. Each individual life has its own specific place within the whole. You all are part of an infinitely huge entity that is eternal and at the same time dynamic and variable. Life moves constantly in an endless dance of manifestation and withdrawal, birth and death, creating and letting go. As a human being, you are part of this creative dance in the present form as a man or a woman. At the same time, there is a divine and indestructible core inside you, which is independent of form. I like to repeat this. At the same time, There is a divine and indestructible core inside you, which is independent of form. Imagine that you, in your current body, are connected with an entity that is vast beyond your comprehension. You cannot, with your mind or through reasoning, understand how and why you are part of this immensity and which part belongs to you. However, you can feel it by way of your heart. You are embedded in the whole, connected with the beating heart of the cosmos, for which you do not have to do anything. It is a fact, an inseparable part of you. You have a unique place and an unique role within the whole. Finding your place and letting your light shine makes you feel deeply fulfilled. It makes you feel happy and joyful. Being at this unique spot and fulfilling your unique role activates the highest of you that you can give. This is what I'm going to talk about today, the highest you can give. Many of you wish to be aligned with the source of light that you are at the deepest level, to exist from this source and to give and to shine in this world. Feel the source from within, since it flows through all your cells. It connects everything within you, although you cannot see it. Please feel. Feel the living flow that carries you. Life knows which place is meant for you and which role is yours. Feel your desire to embody the highest of you, the angel of light you truly are, independent of time and space. You are here temporarily in this body, so you can bring the light that you are to this place. Earth is a place you love. Feel it. Feel how you're connected with the heart of Earth deep inside. Let go your thoughts of how difficult it is to live on Earth, how hard it is to cope with the dark aspects of human society. Connect with Earth itself, with the essence of the planet. Think about the extensive forests on Earth, the oceans, and the broad sky. Think about the abundance of animals, trees, plants, and flowers. Connect with Earth and feel how she's embedded in the entirety of the cosmos, within which she takes her own path. There is a place for you here and now on Earth. Believe in yourself. Know that you are connected with the whole and that there is a path that leads you to the manifestation of your highest self. I repeat this. There is a place for you here and now on Earth. Believe in yourself. Know that you are connected with the whole and there is a path that leads you to the manifestation of your highest self. How to find this path? And how do you know whether you're developing and manifesting your highest self? I shall mention 3 aspects by which you can recognize whether you are giving the highest of you. The highest that you can give is unique. The first aspect is that the highest of you, the highest that you can give on earth, is unique to you. Your contribution is a unique combination of characteristics and qualities with its own sense and flavor. Essentially, you are giving you. The highest you can give is you. What distinguishes you is not what you have learned from others, such as certain skills or knowledge. The highest you can give does not come from outside yourself. No, you are the decisive link. Of course, you have gained knowledge and information from others, from books and through education, and you are formed by your culture and upbringing. However, you have integrated these influences into your nature in your own way. You possess a unique charisma because of everything you have been through in your life, in this life and in the lives before. You shine your light on life in your own manner, and people are attracted to this unique light. It is the light that shines from your place on earth. It is the light that makes you shine. Your unique light is a mixture of earthly and heavenly qualities. In this life, you are a man or a woman who has had a certain upbringing and education. You are formed by the worldview of society in which you live. This is as it should be, for this formation has helped you gain intimate knowledge of human life. Since you have been through all these difficult experiences, you have obtained deep insight into how it feels and what emotional ups and downs might be experienced as a human being on earth. Through your own journey of exploration, through darkness and light, you have walked a unique path. Thus, what you have to give to others is also a unique mixture of qualities. Always maintain your individuality in the area of creativity and work. No matter what you do, as a baker, a teacher, an artist, or a spiritual therapist, giving the highest of you corresponds to expressing your individuality and sharing it with the whole world. The world is not complete without you. The universe is waiting for your contribution instead of a copy or reproduction you have made of somebody else's contribution. The universe wants to encourage you to let your unique energy flow. Thus, embodying your highest self refers to being yourself and expressing your individuality. I repeat. Thus, embodying your highest self refers to being yourself and expressing your individuality. To give the highest of you is to receive the highest of you. The second aspect is that to give the highest of you always implies that you receive the highest of yourself. These two flows are, in fact, intricately bound to each other. When you let your unique light shine, open your heart and give from your heart, you experience deep satisfaction and fulfillment. You are allowing yourself to be you completely, to shine your light without reservation. You feel it is right, natural, and honest to be so. When you give yourself so openly and freely, you receive something very special at the same time. Repeat. When you give yourself so openly and so freely, you receive something very special at the same time. The greatest gift you receive is that you come home. The moment you are truly yourself, you are naturally united with the greater whole, with God. You at home with you and the universe at the same time. There is no judgment passed either on you or on this. No more judgment that's separate. You are oneness. By daring to be true to yourself and expressing your highest self in the world, outside world, you attract good things to your life. The necessary material things and the right people for you shall appear automatically. The universe will support and nurture you. It will offer you the right circumstances to manifest your soul's energy. In this way, the giving flow is replied by a receiving flow, which fulfills and enriches you in all areas of your life. At the deepest level, you have given yourself all of this by having the courage to let your own light shine. Life shall say yes to you wholeheartedly if you say yes to life without reservation. The whole of creation, within which we all have a role to play, is like a huge jigsaw puzzle, and each of us represents a piece. The puzzle is not complete without you. The moment the jigsaw piece that you put in is in the right place, you contribute something to the puzzle that nobody else is able to add. At this very moment, you are also receiving something very precious. You come home. You feel you are in harmony with the greater whole, that life is supporting you and that you are safe. You know you are making an essential contribution and you feel received by the whole with joy and appreciation. To give the highest of you is to say yes to yourself in a profound way and to allow yourself to receive everything you need to blossom and shine. To give the highest of you is to say yes to yourself in a profound way and to allow yourself to receive everything you need to blossom and shine. To give the highest of you actually means that you're not separated from the whole anymore. You are not an ego, not a separate individual at that moment. The question, how to balance the two flows of giving and receiving, in fact, dissolves in that state of being. The balance is taken care of automatically. It happens naturally. When you express yourself from the sincerest part of you and let your light shine, you are the light and the receiver of the light at the same time. This is the experience of oneness that you all long for. You might ask yourself, how do I do this? How can I become aligned with the highest of me, my unique gift, my true light? This brings me to the third aspect I wish to mention about giving the highest of you. You give the highest of you if you are able to connect with the lowest of you. Repeat. You give the highest of you if you are able to connect with the lowest of you. For me, this is the most important of all what I have read. To give the highest of you if you are able to connect with the lowest of you. If you give the highest of you, if you are open and willing to connect with the lowest of you. By the lowest, I mean the fear, doubt, and depression. In brief, the darkness that is in your soul as a result of unresolved pain experiences. Your highest self will shine at the moment you welcome the darkest part of you. When you invite the lowest of you to enter your awareness, you let your light shine without judgment on those parts of your soul that have felt rejected and cast out. This is the part of you that has become angry, sad, bitter, and lonely due to painful experiences. Please have compassion for this part of you that lives in the darkness and seeks solution from the darkness, and that often takes you even further away from the light. In the darkness, you develop survival mechanisms which keep you away from feeling what is really going inside of you. The fear, despair, depression, and loneliness. You turn away from them. In fact, you are often thought to do so by the world around you. Turn away from negative emotions. Be positive. Do your best. Be useful. These kinds of warnings and invocations create fear inside you about your own darkness, and they alienate you from your own deepest feeling. We all have a deep desire for light, for the freedom inherent in surrendering to who you truly are. Please realize that you ignite the greatest light inside of yourself if you're willing to reach out to your darkest and most neglected parts. I invite you to do so now, at this very moment. Please look to see whether there is a negative emotion or thought inside you that shows up constantly and needs your attention. I repeat, I invite you to do so now at this very moment. Please look to see whether there is a negative emotion or thought inside you that shows up constantly and needs your attention. That's right. Get hold of a negative emotion or thought that shows up constantly and needs your attention. Good, let me continue. First, realize that this dark emotion or thought is part of being human. Imagine that this dark area inside you is a child that has been neglected. You might find him or her hiding in a corner. Is it a boy or a girl? Look to see whether you can find him or her, whether you can make contact with this child. Start with eye contact and then stretch out your hands carefully. Look at the child tenderly and see how hard he or she has tried to survive. This child is filled with joy and passion for life. However, he or she had to endure so much that the power of joy and passion has been distorted. The original energy of this child has become trapped in all kinds of masks and survival mechanisms, causing the child's life force to begin to work against itself. But now, the child is allowed to be who he is or she is, truly is. Please stretch out your hand and let your light shine. Welcome the child with your eyes. Let the child come to you in his or her own pace. Wait patiently and hold the child in your arms and press him or her against your heart. What the child needs in order to relax and recover is to be able to be seen and smoothed by you. Observe how you shine with warmth, love, and understanding when you are in contact with this helpless and agonized child. Inviting your darkest part in, welcoming it and bringing it home, brings out the light that is part of you. You understand how this child feels, and this understanding heals. You understand how this child feels, and this understanding heals. The child in the dark represents the part of you that has been carrying a large amount of pain, without being able to understand why. By surrounding this pain with understanding and compassion, your light shines on areas that used to be the source of negative emotions and thoughts. At the moment you embrace the agonized child inside you, you become a human angel. That's right. You become a human angel. You bring light into the darkness, which is exactly what humanity needs now. Humanity does not need saints and gurus who teach from a pulpit or pedestal, but real flesh and blood people who have experienced darkness and light by themselves and are able to embrace both without judgment. You become a human angel at the moment you dare to face and accept your darkness. This will make your light pure and powerful. Life shall support you. You will be drawn to opportunities and places where you can reveal your higher self in an easy and natural way. You do not have to work for it, and you do not have to pretend to be somebody else, since it's this your own unique vibration and energy that inspires people and brings joy to them. It is you. You represent the love of God in your unique way because you are willing and able to face and embrace your own darkness with understanding. People experience openness, tenderness, and inspiration in your presence. And in the way you listen to them. Whatever you do in expressing and manifesting your highest self on earth, it will invite people to shine by themselves and believe in their own unique power and talents. To give the highest of you encourages other people to do the same. I hope you have enjoyed this. I've been working with the inner child for a long, long time, and I still continue to work with her. If you have anything to add, please do so in this thread. Thank you for listening. Bye. Yes, I hope you have enjoyed this. I'll be back when there is a calling to do so. Bye-bye. Have some good days. Okay?